So, I kind of been just like going through stuff on the internet, listening to stuff. There was this guy who said something that stuck with me. Incredible. Incredible. And I'm going to explain this to you guys because this honestly spoke to me like profoundly. And this this I'm about to like read y'all something that like just spoke bounds to me, man. It is so true. And it's not just like blowing smoke up your ass, talking shit, trying to be positive or anything like this. But this honestly was like the root of like me succeeding and getting off of drugs and like becoming a better person, right? I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get on here and then I'll read it to you, but I'll let you know now it's badass. Like this hit like my heartstrings, you know what I mean? Because I mean, let's be honest, addicts are some of the smartest people in the world. I mean, shit, I've seen them when they ain't have nothing. I've seen them get what they want, and do crazy shit to do it and pull it off. And it's just wild some of the shit that we can do when we really want something. And if you can flip that shit into good and like, and to focus on yourself and like put that effort that you would into something that was destroying and making our life unmanageable, life will be better than you ever thought it could be, ever. And that's the truth. That's it's so true. So, I try to like, I don't know, I guess in a sense, I guess I kind of got like a thirst for knowledge. If that sounds right to you, like, I mean, I want to figure out more and more. That's what's up. I appreciate that. So, check this out, y'all. All right? This is pretty awesome. You're going to like this, okay? Okay. Every time you choose the hard path over the easy escape, you're building a scaffolding of an unshakable life. Every time you say no to mediocrity and yes to your higher self, you're getting rich. This is the truth most men and women never hear. Wealth is not something that you earn, it is something that you embody. It flows to the version of you that has proven he can handle it. It bends to the will of a man who commands his thoughts, like a king who commands his army. It appears not to the one who begs, but to the one who builds. You are not here to fit in. You are not here to survive. You are here to dominate your limitations, to rise above the noise, to carve your vision into reality. With precision, purpose, patience, money follows value. Value is forged in silence, in discipline, in the invisible hours when no one claps for you, when no one believes in you, when even your own mind is whispering defeat. You do not listen to that voice anymore. You reprogrammed it. You've silenced it. You've turned that voice into a servant, not a master. Because now you are the master of your thoughts, the master of your emotions, the master of your days, your rituals, your discipline, the master of your future becomes, and because of that, you will be the master of riches. Let the others wait, let them gossip, complain, distract themselves into oblivion. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Okay, so distract themselves. Let's see, I lost my spot. Distract themselves into oblivion. You are different. You move with clarity. You breathe with purpose. You act with power. The world is slowly, but at first, then all at once bends to your will. Not because you shouted, but because you showed up every single day. Aligned discipline, unshakable success is not an accident. Wealth is not a coincidence. It is science. And you are the equation. Now rise and become the proof. You must keep in mind the following. Check this out. Repetition is the sculpture of your destiny. You will not become what you visualized once. You will become what you visualized consistently, daily, obsessively, until your brain starts to adjust your behaviors, your standards, your environment. Fuck, dude. Match that inner self image. That's not magic, that's biology. So listen to this lesson again and again and again and again until it gets installed in your brain and in your subconscious mind, until you see and realize the results you seek. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? That's crazy. That shit hit me so hard that like I had to write it down and read that shit to you guys cuz it's so true. I'm going to read that shit one more time. Okay? Every time you choose a hard path over the easy escape, you are building a scaffolding of an unshakable life. Every time you say no to mediocrity and yes to your higher self, you are getting rich. This is the truth most men and women never hear. Wealth is not something you earn, it is something you embody. It flows to the version of you that has proven he can handle it. Damn. It bends to the will of the man who commands his thoughts, like a king who commands his army. Not to the one who begs, but to the one who builds. You are not here to fit in. You are not here to survive. You are here to dominate your limitations, to rise above the noise, to carve your vision into a reality. Precision, purpose, and patience. Money follows value. Value is forged in silence and discipline, in the invisible hours when no one claps for you, when no one believes in you. Even when your mind tries to whisper defeat, but you do not listen to that voice anymore. You reprogrammed it. You've silenced it. You've turned that voice into a servant. Come on now. Not a master, because now you are the master of your thoughts. Bro, shit is so tough. The master of your emotions, the master of your days, your rituals, your disciplines, the master of your future, and because of that, you become the master of riches. Let the others wait. Let them gossip, let them complain, distract themselves into oblivion. You are not different. Move with clarity. Breathe with purpose. You act with power. And the world slowly, at first, but then all at once, bends to your will. Not because you shouted, but because you showed up every single day. Aligned discipline, unshakable success is not an accident. Wealth is not a coincidence. It is science. You are the equation. Now rise and become the proof. You must keep in mind the following. Repetition is the sculpture of your destiny. You will not become what you visualized once. You will become what you visualize consistently, daily, obsessively, until your brain starts to adjust your behavior, your standards, your environment. Match that inner self-image. That's not magic. That's science, biology. So listen to this lesson again and again and again until your brain and your inner subconscious mind, until it realizes the results you seek. Dude, I'm going to read that shit like fucking 10 times a day just because, until I start to fucking believe it myself, you know, because I can say I do, but then I have a bad day and all that shit goes out the window, right? And I'm not thinking about it anymore. So I had to get on here. I had to read this to y'all because it is so true, and this is something my brother tried to get me to understand years and years ago, and I wasn't listening. But I'm listening now. So, yeah, let me or if I think I can find a copy of it. I mean, I have it written down, but I'm gonna like, of course, upload the video. So if you want to like just listen to it and then write it down yourself, like from the video, you know what I'm saying? And you can do it like that. It's from a dude, some old cat, some old dude back in the day trying to tell people this shit. I forgot his name. I didn't give me his name, but it's an old recording of this man talking about this, and I mean, he was talking to me. It seemed like, you know what I mean. So it's from like the 60s or something, or the 70s, something like that. It was black and white picture with a guy. It wasn't a video, it was a straight recording. So I'll find out more about the info and probably put it in the description and stuff. But yeah, man, that's incredible. Yeah, do that. Record that, download that, and just listen to it. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. And God, man, it's so true, so true. And I had to get on here and tell you guys, man. But I got a little more work I'm doing around the house and stuff. I'll probably do another live stream. later on down the road, and I'll do it on my brother's computer, so it's just higher quality, and I'll read it again then too, just because it's so awesome. So absolutely, but that's why you got to keep practice, repetition. That's what it's saying. You got to keep doing it. You know what I mean? So you don't become what you visualize once. You become what you visualize consistently, obsessively. And for the longest time, I thought I was the biggest piece of shit in the world, a scumbag, and just like a low life. I felt an inch tall, and I'm not gonna do that to myself anymore. I don't deserve that. I honestly need to be better to myself. If I say I love my family, you know, and that I want to make them proud, then I'll love myself. I'll care for myself, and I'll try and better myself, you know. I don't care about riches when it comes to money and stuff like that, but really, you know what? A rich man who has everything but loses his soul, what does he have? Nothing. So, riches to me is my family, the love we have for each other, my friends, my children, you know, helping people out, lifting them up. Dude, when I do something good for somebody, I'm not doing it to just like literally help them out, as crazy as this sounds. I'm doing it because the shit helps me out. It makes me feel better. Oh yeah, I gave a fucking homeless guy money or bought him some food or gave him the shirt or shoes off my fucking feet, and I've done it. And I didn't do it for him. I didn't. I did it for myself, literally. And of course it benefited him, and I know it was doing something for him, but really, man, I was trying to elevate my inner self because I didn't look good. Like my inner self, I didn't like who I was. I didn't like my lifestyle. I didn't like the things I've done, the people that I've hurt. Um and karma's real, so it came back on me, and I suffered and struggled for a long time, and you know, I guess I deserved that. It benefits me. So I'm just gonna go Super Saiyan with the shit, man. I'm getting God mode. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. But I love you guys. I love you guys. What up, Alex? But yeah, dude, I had to get on here and just share that with you guys. I thought it was pretty amazing. So, but I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing around the house, try and get this shit done so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I'll get back on here in a little bit, y'all. I love you guys, and I appreciate you. Y'all take care.